Good morning. Look who I have with me today. Anyways, we're in Helaman now. And today was Helaman Chapter 1. And what's happening here is that Pahoran, the chief judge, he dies. And there's contention over who is going to fill the judgment seat, which one of his 3 sons. And he has more than 3, but 3 are contending for it. In the end, the Pahoran II is chosen by the people to reign in his stead, and one of the others, he agrees that that's fine, and he joins with the other, saying, yeah, okay, he won, that's good. The other one throws a fit, and he rebels, and he threatens to divide the nation. Well, then he's tried, and he's sentenced to death. Well, here's where secret combinations come in. A group of people who wanted him to be king or chief judge send a man to kill Pahoran on the judgment seat. And then they covenant that they will never disclose who it was. And so then the second guy, the second son, he's put on the seat. He's also killed. And then a man... Yeah, you're showing them your book? Yep, that's a book about Daddy. And then a second man, not a second man, what's his name? Not Kishkumen. Coriantumr. He's a dissenter, but he's leading the army of the Lamanites, and they attack Zarahemla and some other cities, but they're repelled, and he's killed. So it's like they just had peace, and now they gotta stir up all kinds of trouble. It's quite annoying, really. So, it talks about contention, a lot of contention, which is good for me. Internal dissension and conflict are the seedbed for the destruction of families, communities, and nations. Contention weakens spiritual objectives and saps the energy needed for spiritual growth. Here, you want this one? By way of contrast, peace, unity, and the light of the gospel are fruits of righteous endeavor and the sure foundation of covenant honor. President Harold B. Lee counseled, be unified. If there is dissension, if there is disharmony, if there is a lack of unity, it is a sure sign that the Spirit of the Lord is not there. The Lord said, be one, and if ye are not one, ye are not mine. Let us remember always that contention is of the devil. Let us seek to be unified. This was good for me because of my little fight with a friend of mine. I was very contentious. I was so contentious, and I should do better. I should have done better. It gives a memory here about an issue he had with his daughter. I'm not going to read it. I didn't find it all that interesting. Basically, it was like she wanted to go to a party and he said, you're not 16, and they had a fight, and he prayed for help. It gives an evidence here about names, and it says that the name Panchi is of Egyptian origin, and that most of the names are either Semitic or Egyptian. And then it talks about each of the characters here. It talks about Kishkumen, the man who kills Pahoran. And then it talks about Coriantumr, the Lamanite general. And then it talks about Tubaloth, the Lamanite king, and Pakumenai, the son of Pahoran, and Moronihah, the son of Moroni. And that's it. And it doesn't give any, like, fundamental things to discuss or think about. It just talks about them and their character and their story in the Book of Mormon. So, not gonna read that. Let's see. What does Ludlow have to say? Nothing too much of importance. Alright. So that is Helaman Chapter 1. Tomorrow is Helaman Chapter 2. I love you all. Say goodbye.